5.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, good evening.
Welcome to the
Welcome.
Hookah Lounge.
Welcome to the Hookah Lounge. I see you guys are ready for this exclusive interview conversation with G-Lew. It's going
The
to be
man.
fun. You're going to get to know whatever it is that he wants us to know. We're not holding no bars. So, welcome to Conversations in the Hookah Lounge. How is everyone doing this evening? How are you, Sissy?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. Pretty good. Um, Happy to be here. Happy to have sound. You got my shadow
Right.
tonight. I don't have anything gorgeous behind me, but hey, you got me and we got you and we got the man, Mr. G-Lew tonight. How was your weekend? Or
My
starting
weekend
to?
was good. Happy Kwanzaa to everyone.
Oh, it starts tonight. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
day one means unity. You mojo. You mojo. You moja. You moja is unity day one. I'm trying to get to the comments. I don't know what's happening here. So I
I
know that,
see Meg. I'm gonna have a
yeah,
hard time reading tonight. Bear with me if I miss anything on the comments. I try to keep up. So if you see me like leaning really close, because I don't. Oh yeah, this good morning. Good morning. Hello, Make a Vicious. She said hi to both of us. So if you see me leaning in, I can't see for anything. My sight is really bad right now, so I'm gonna do my best to read the comments. But Queen is always on top of it, and my son has my phone, so that's usually how I. Because I'm starving, Queen. I didn't eat today.
you didn't eat today.
I didn't
That's
even
not
eat the grapes
good.
that I told you. They were no good. When I went to
No,
wash them,
no,
they
no,
were
no,
no
no. We
good.
can't do that. We need
So,
to
but
X this person out. And I need to get to these. We have 7 people watching us now. So we need to get this together.
yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay. I see the comments. Good evening,
Oh,
Queen Mick.
dang.
How are you? We're going to be bringing G. Lou in about 20 seconds. We just was trying to let you guys get into the chat.
Say
Um,
hello to
say
everybody.
hello to everybody. Hey, Thumper. How are you?
Thank
Good
everyone for being here
evening,
with
Thumper.
us. Hey,
Hey,
Thumper.
yeah, Thumper is with us.
Excited about it? Are you excited about interviewing G-Lu?
You know what? It's crazy because I do this with him on Blog Talk, and I'm a little bit nervous.
I know.
Honestly,
Because
I'm a little bit nervous.
we both know him, and sadly, me too. Like all of a sudden, we're interviewing the man, our
The man,
producer.
the producer, the man with all these many accolades underneath his belt. So
Right.
yes, good
And I got
evening,
a little nervous also today.
Professor Melly Mel. Good evening to you, and thank you,
Hey,
Queen
Melly
Meg,
Mel.
for the compliment in our G. Lou shirts. You know, we
Yes,
come to represent our producer.
always. Hey, I was watching
And
Melly Mel today on some interviews.
the
I was,
Hood Postman.
yes.
Yes,
So
that's the Hood Postman.
the husband was like, he watches Melly Mel too. He like logged them up on my phone really quick on his phone and handed them to me. Um,
Yeah,
Driving back from Lancaster today, it was really funny that I was like, and then I got to brag and I was like, well, Melly Mel watches our show.
yeah. Look, Melly Mel know the vibe.
Yeah, so I got to give myself some accolades and pat myself on the back that you watch our show. So there you go.
Yes, Melly
Have me
Mel.
feeling special today.
Very special. But
Yeah.
Melly Mel is if you guys don't follow the Hood Postman, subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow him. You can also follow him on uh Instagram, Melly Mel, the Hood, the A Hood
Duh.
Postman. So you will want to follow him. And check him out because where contents is king. Melly
Yes,
Mel
indeed.
is a very deep brother. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're not ready for the contents of his short videos or even his questions that he asks on Facebook, then I advise you not to follow him because
Yeah.
he don't
The
come to
husband was
play.
like, he's like that smart brother, like that knowledgeable
Yes,
brother. Yeah, he
yes,
was
that's who
made
he
me.
is.
Oh yes, I just saw OG Steve pop up.
OG
Uh,
Steve, hey, how you doing? How's Queen Mother?
yes,
How is Queen Mother doing? Don't mind me if my head go down because I'm just
me
checking
too. We're both trying to
something. And
check in on everyone.
but
Oh,
how
Kev
was
Mac
it?
videos. Kev Mac videos also. Melly Mel popped up there. Check
Oh,
him out
okay.
also. Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely Kev Mac videos. They're a team. So sometimes they tag team and sometimes they work individually. So
Yeah,
yes,
they were
check
both
them.
on that video. One of the videos I watched today also. Um, One of them, I don't know.
Elia. Hey, Elia. How are
Hey,
you, Queen
hey,
Elia?
Elia. They know. I don't know which one of them knows my homeboy Caddy. I don't know if it's Kev Mac or Melly Mel or both, but my homeboy Caddy um, knows them also. One of them really well. I can't remember which one it is. So that's
Oh, and
that.
let's give a shout out to Queen Mother, OG Steve's mom. Hey,
Yes.
Queen Mother.
Is she in here with us tonight?
Are you laying your head on that pillow and being
Oh,
comfortable with that, Queen Mother? He says
yeah.
she's
Lay
watching.
your head on that
She watches us on
pillow.
Saturday nights. So yeah,
Oh,
that
that
makes
is
me
so
feel good to know that
awesome.
she's watching us on Saturday nights. Yes,
Yes.
yes. So
Yeah,
did
we're so
everyone
happy
enjoy?
that she's home.
Yes, we're very happy that she's home because it was a scare there for a minute. That's why everybody has to be very careful out here in these streets. And when you're going to go hang out, you have to be careful. Uh,
Yes.
when you're hanging out, at least keep your distance and wear your mask because it
Hmm.
is very important. It's very important to do that.
Yes.
Um, because you may think that you're being as safe as you can be, but somehow this beastie COVID, it seems to know how to creep. You know what I'm saying? It just creeps because a lot of people are being safe and somehow it gets into the home or so you have to be careful who you bring into your home. Be like Big Hank the Gangster. They allow no one to come into their home, just period. You cannot come in their home, mask or not. You got to stay outside. That's it. That's all. So they're being very, very careful. So even if people want to come to your home and you invite them inside, just make sure that you keep a distance and that they have a mask on, not a half mask, but a mask that covers, like fully covers everything. It got to be stretched out and it has to cover. You can't have one that's halfway off like this. It has to cover. So make sure that they are covered all the way. Check them out. If you have to do a check at the front door, do that check at the front door. Make sure that they are covered.
Yes, definitely. Um, I don't leave my house often, but I always have. If I don't have my DD West Coast mask on, I have my G-Lew mask on. So that part, Queen. That's what. Queen, did you freeze up on me, baby girl? I think you did. But OG Steve, I see you said that part. Queen will be right back with us. And she's absolutely right about the mask. Let's be safe. Let's be smart. It is absolutely real. I read on my timeline people in my community that want to tell us that COVID is not real or it's fake or it's man-made. I don't know where the pestilence came from, man-made, who made it, I don't care. Put your mask on. Too many people in my family and Queen's family have come down with COVID, coronavirus, however you want, COVID-19, I don't care what you call it. Wear your mask, stay safe. We've
Yeah,
both lost people to COVID.
I've lost.
And
Yes, yes, yes. So, hi, Lanisha. How are you?
hi, Lanisha.
Um, that's my daughter watching. So, hello.
Hi, daughter.
Thank you for tuning in. And if she's watching, my son-in-law is probably watching. If you're watching, son-in-law,
Hello,
hey.
son-in-law. We welcome
Okay, well,
all.
we're gonna bring our guest in.
Yay.
We're gonna bring in our producer, our friend, the amazing man himself, as I always state, G. Lew. G. Lew, come inside. Come on out. Come into the hookah
Come on, big
lounge.
man. Come into the hookah lounge. G-Lulu, we need
Okay,
you.
60 seconds, then G. Lew will be on. Then G. Lew will be on. Tap that like button on your way in, please.
That's
Yes,
right, Mega
Queen Meg,
Lynchers.
thank you for saying that. Yes, tap the like button.
Always.
Oh, there's Polo. Hey, Polo. Hey, what's
Hey,
good?
boy.
Just showing love, respect. Hope you all
Thank
enjoyed the
you.
holidays. Stay up, mask up. That part right there, Polo. Stay up and mask up. And yes, I enjoyed my holiday yesterday, and I'm enjoying the holidays. Today is Kwanzaa. So happy Kwanzaa to everyone. It's day one. So we have 7 days of Kwanzaa. So if you don't know about it, just Google it. You can get all that information there, um, and find out about what Kwanzaa is. Because I have had someone say to me today that they didn't know what it was about, and
My
and they
sister
didn't
used to
understand
celebrate
it.
Kwanzaa.
Yes,
She was working on a, I don't know why she didn't follow through. She was working on like a board game to teach you about Kwanzaa. She really should have finished that. I don't know why
yes.
she didn't.
Kwanzaa is it's always a day after Christmas. It's always starts the celebration a day after Christmas all the time. So, um,
Yes. Um, I don't celebrate anything, but I hope everyone enjoyed their day. I got a lot of messages
okay,
yesterday, which
okay.
I
Let's
appreciate if I
bring
didn't hit you
in
back.
yes, let's bring in our king, our producer,
The
G-Lew. Pop
man
up,
with the plan.
pop
There
up.
he
Hey, good evening,
is.
good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody.
Oh,
Good evening.
Uh,
How you doing, G-Lew?
good evening, everyone. Good
G
evening.
Lou.
Live from the G-Lew show on the Hookah Lounge.
In
We
the
made
hookah
it.
lounge.
Thank you for the
We
invite,
finally
ladies.
gonna get him here the whole show instead of popping up at the end
Right,
saying
right,
thank
right.
you
You
for
got me the
being
whole
here.
show.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed.
Plan to have a good conversation with you ladies tonight as well.
Yes,
Looking
Yes.
forward to
yes.
it.
And we're ending our year with you tonight. Best way. You brought us in, gave us this honor, and we get to end our year with you.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. So, are you ready to start this conversation? It's
You ready
so
for us
G-Lew.
to dig deep into G Lou?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
You want to start, Queen? You want me to hit him first? These are just come. Me and Queen decided we were not going to write
So I'm gonna
anything
have to
down.
probably relocate.
We were just going to hit G off the top of our head with what we want to know about him and enlighten our guests and our followers and his followers to dig out what we wanted to know, what you might want to know, and figure out him. Queen, I didn't know if you froze or not, sweetheart.
Oh, I did. I had asked him. I did. I don't know why I keep freezing. Remember that was happening earlier. But anyway, I had asked him to tell the people a little bit about himself. You don't have to give a biography, just a little appetizer.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, my name is G-Lew. As you all know, the host, founder of the G-Lew show, which we started some years ago. Um, a little bit about me is I don't know how far you want to go back or whatever, but I mean, I guess you guys could ask all that later. But just overall about me, I'm a part of the G-Lew show. Started the G-Lew show, and some years ago, as just a radio show podcast type thing, a blog talk radio. You know, I was already doing music. Let me take you back a bit. I've been doing music for many years as well. Before that, like I said, the whole story. I don't know. You guys could ask me where you want to start, but just I started doing music before my show, so I've always been into music. Um, and from the music, I started my own podcast or radio show, which was started just to pretty much interview other people in the music business, underground artists, people who've made it, who've not, you know, different people in the industry. I wanted to interview, so that's really why I started the G. Lou show because of that, and I started it with some artists that were in my camp at that time, and just moved forward from there, and it went from that to uh, West Side Wednesdays, OG Sundays, you know, and so on and so forth. But as the years went by, as everybody knows, the show has just grown and gotten real, you know, popular or just people like it or respect it. And along the years, we've able to just bring it to different levels, different heights. You know, it started with Flossie joined the team with me, and we started doing it. And then I think we brought in Hank, and then you know, later Queen just came through, and it was all just like magic, you know. And we took the G. Lou show to other heights. So OG Sundays is our most popular show. The Queen assists me on Wednesdays and Fridays as well. So that's what the G. Lou show was about. That's a little bit about me, G. Lou. Sorry.
What inspired the Blog Talk radio show?
What inspired it? Just like what I said, like just me wanting to explore more into the industry and uh talk to people in the industry. I just had this vision way earlier, just people in the industry, producers, artists, you know, CEOs, whatever. Just I wanted to talk to them and interview and get to know different people on this level of just having conversation.
When
Okay.
you, oh, I'm sorry, Queen.
No, go
What
ahead.
made no? I'm when you what made you choose Blog Talk with all the platforms that you have out there? You went to Blog Talk out of everything. I mean, a lot of people don't know how to get started or where to go. They want to do what you do. So, what made you? How did you find Blog Talk and get your niche in there?
Well, how I found Blog Talk was because somebody else I knew. I found out about, he was doing something over there. Um, what he was doing over there totally different, but I took that idea and said, man, I could run with that. And Blog Talk has the outlet. It's not really that I chose Blog Talk for a specific reason, because I got issues with Blog Talk at times, but they have the outlet that pretty much nobody else has. Maybe only one other that kind of does it the way they do it and let you do what you do. So that's really why I went with Blog Talk, because it's what they can do, opposed to just a regular pie. I could broadcast live all around the world. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's different radio wise. So it's just the things that they can do. That's all.
Okay, and
Thank
we
you,
see
OG
that
Steve.
yeah, and you've expanded as well from Blog Talk to the podcast. What made you venture into podcast for the same reason as just doing the Blog Talk?
No, I just always wanted to do the podcast thing, and kind of like how I said, I started with the podcast. Not really. I just really started with a radio show, a live radio show. Some were made kind of like a podcast, but as the game, really, it wasn't like about podcast then. That's why I just say that. But then podcasts wasn't really popular then when I
Oh,
started
okay.
with. So it was just later down the line. I wanted to when I started getting uh, introduced to podcasts. I like how they were done, and I wanted to add that to what we did, opposed to a live show, So I wanted to add that to what we do, and we did it. Now we got like, I don't know, we're pretty deep in the podcast game. We got a lot of podcasts, 30 something episodes out there on
Yes.
Spotify, Apple, all of them. Go check it out.
How
Yeah.
long have you been doing Blog Talk? When did you start?
Hmm. Started in 2013. Yep.
2013. Wow, that's been a long time. Okay.
Hmm.
And it's
Yep.
2020 now.
And
That's
you're
great.
when
Yep.
your first interview, the first time you went on Blog Talk and did your first interview, how was that? How did that make you feel? Like, what was your feeling? Were you nervous? Like, explain to us how your first interview went and who it was
Um,
with.
okay. The first, that's a good question, but the first one, what's up, OG Steve? Good looking, homie. The first one was actually with the homie I had on here recently, 360 Roadblock. You remember him?
Oh, Roadblock. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he
The
was
guy
actually,
up in
yeah,
Merced.
yep, he Roadblock. He was actually my first uh guest, first interview. And then, I already knew him and what, his story, but he has an incredible story, as you all heard. So he was my first interview. So that made it kind of easier, but as I just continued on with it, I think I got better and comfortable and interviewed so many people now I can't even keep track, but it's just a natural thing. And I think plus it was just in me because that's what my pops did, so I guess, it is what it is.
Rest in love to your pops. The man
Yeah.
who made you the man that you are. I know in one of your songs you speak about your dad and following the footsteps as well. Also
Thanks everybody out there.
the
Go ahead.
plaques that you have on your wall in your studio, those were your dad's as well, correct?
Yep. They were all presented to my pops. They all got his name, which is my name, Lewis Household there. You feel me? So yeah, it was presented to him because what my pops did, I spoke about this before, but he was into radio heavy, and he later became a program director. He was very important in radio, like in the 80s. Radio station he had in Florida, right? So my dad was popping. So every summer, I would come to Florida to visit my dad. And it was just like, I mean, as a youngster, it was just like incredible, that's when he was popping and doing his thing. So he was into radio. So I guess again, like I said, this was maybe in me, but I never chose to really do it. When I started Blog Talk, that wasn't what I looked out to do. But it happens now. It's like you said, 7 years later, and I feel I got that from my pops.
Yeah, it's in your genes. I mean, you are. the junior. You are the Lewis
The
Junior.
fourth, the
So,
fourth, the fourth.
The fourth.
oh, the fourth. Okay. Are you the oldest
What do you mean?
of
I'm
the
just the
four?
last.
You're the last one.
I'm the last. My dad is the third. I'm the fourth. I was just the last one. He named me after
Oh,
him.
so there's ancestors before you. Okay, great. All
Yeah.
right. That's awesome. So you said you used to
Thank
go
you,
and
Vito
watch
Mac.
Yep. Thank you, homie.
you
Say
used to
what,
go
Queen?
and watch your dad at the studio, and you said he started in Florida. How old was he when he started his blog talk? I mean, his music industry. How old was he? Do you
Well,
know?
I don't even know. I don't know exactly, but I know it started. He first when I think he studied music. He went to college. He was like in the band and all this. What I heard. So he was already into music. He was in the band, and so that was his major. He studied music and broadcasting. I think so. It was just in him already. Once he got out of college, that's what he pursued. I heard. And yeah. So that I don't know how old he was, but he started his journey early, led him into radio, and before you knew it, he was on top of his game. And just doing his thing. To the fullest. He was like the man over there at that
So are
time.
the plaques for music that he did, or
Yeah,
for?
that's for music. That was the question. I'm sorry if I got off track. But the plaques come from when you're a program director at a radio station. You're in charge of the one. You're the one that plays their music, gets them popping in whatever city. That's why a lot of these artists have to go on promotional tours in all these radio stations, and they build a relationship, with these stations. So if that song pops off and becomes a number one song or something on there, you helped push that, which he did. So you're all presented with plaques as well as the producers, artists. So he received platinum plaques whenever those artists went platinum. So I got Bobby Brown and Stevie Wonder, MC
Oh
Hammer,
wow,
all of these people,
Wow.
that's cool. That's really cool.
and
Where
got
did
to
you grow up
meet
at?
a lot of them when I
Huh?
was younger. When he was popping, I got to meet a lot of artists as well back then when I was
Oh
young.
wow,
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's
See,
pretty
we
dope
just
that you
learned
got to
something.
meet the artists when you were younger.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some of us wish that we could have. What areas did you grow up in? Did you grow up in LA? If so,
Yeah.
what parts of
Well,
LA?
like I said, I was born in Florida. What year I ain't gonna say, but I moved to
He
uh,
never wants to say his year,
I do the
y'all.
yeah,
same thing.
I moved to California probably when I was like 4 years old. You know,
Mm,
which I found out later some more information, but about my pops and my mom. They were actually when she was pregnant living in California, but moved back because my dad wanted to. He was trying to get into radio in California. My mother was already living there, and back and forth with family, and she was trying to get him to get in radio out there, but I heard it wasn't working out for him how he wanted to, and he just didn't want to stay, so he went back. But that was information I heard later. But yeah, so that's how the plaques come into place, Didi.
I want to ask
okay.
you a question that's going to take us a little away from that. I know that you moved around a lot because I know a lot of people hear your story, hear your
Oh,
music.
she asked me where I grew up. I forgot, Queen. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Didi.
How was it having? I mean, you lived a lot of places. How was it growing up in a predominantly Spanish community?
Oh yeah, when I moved to uh yeah, like East LA, San Gabriel Valley.
Hmm.
Uh yeah, I mean it was different, as you're a youngster, it's different, but after a while it becomes just what it is. You're a kid, so you don't really got time to think about that too much, you know what I mean? But I could admit it was definitely different for me and definitely hard at times, you know what I mean? For real. You know, it was definitely hard at times being like that. Me and my brothers probably only a few more, but it wasn't like that. So I went through my issues definitely. I ain't gonna say it was all gravy, but like I said, it is what it is. You have to grow up and keep it moving. You know what I mean? You can't wherever my mom chooses to stay, that's where we live at. So it is what it is. But I became, you have to keep it moving. So long story short, it became all good. Some of my best friends still to this day are some of the homies. You know, grew up with them, banged with them, all that. It is what it is. That's what we
Okay.
lived at. Yep.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. Is that how you got into the uh, the gang there and the being in that neighborhood? But you answered that, so that's cool. Um, your mom, has all boys, no sisters. How does it? Do you think you would have liked to have a sister, to grow up with a sister, or was it just
I
cool
don't
with the
know.
boys, the
Yeah, I just
brothers?
never knew, what that was like. So I can't say I thought about it like I wish I had a sister. Nah, it is what it is. I never really thought about it, but it would be different.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
you would have
my
been a
sons,
dope. You would be a dope big brother.
my
Like a
sons
real
Yeah.
cool big
always.
brother.
Sorry,
Cause
Queen.
growing up,
My
my
son.
brothers, I don't know, my brothers, like I was saying before, my brother's older than me. Well, not that old, but like 6 years old when you young is a big age difference. Now it don't seem like nothing. Or 4 years. My older brothers were like 6 or 4 years older than me, so they was doing their thing. They weren't really messing with me like that. So I had to find my own way.
That's my night here. But my sons is because I have 5 sons also. They always wish they had a sister. I find it really odd. Like, why? So you're not thinking about it, that it never crossed your mind. That's that was a great question, Queen, because my sons think about it. And for it not to cross your mind, I always wonder what other people that only have brothers think. Because I was
Yeah,
fortunate
I
enough to
come
have a
from.
sister. I have 5 brothers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, I come from a large family, so I have both and both, 13 of us. Um, G.
Right.
Lou, you
What's
have
up?
a beautiful daughter.
Hmm.
How old were you when you had your daughter?
Mm. I mean, no, I'm thinking. I think I just turned when she was born. I just turned 18. Just turned
Oh,
18.
okay.
Couple weeks. Yep. So, but of course, I was 17. I was still a teenager, and she was, you know, before she was born, and went through a lot with that. Her mother too, as well. She was like a year younger than me, so you know, those are some different times, some trying times as well, just far as family, because I don't know that part right there.
Yeah.
I don't even. That's a whole other story. But
Okay. 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 Well, we can move on to the next question.
okay.
Let's talk about relationships.
Hmm.
Like, have you
Okay.
been in any? Because I know a lot of the ladies have been asking questions about this in your after hours.
Right.
Have you been in any lengthy relationships? I know that your music says a lot about your relationships and things that you went through. Have you been in any strong relationships that you wish that you would have stayed in?
Hmm. See that strong relationships. I mean,
Like anything, any relationship
I
that you wish that
no, I got
it would have worked out. Because we all have a relationship that we wished would have worked out. I know that I do.
yeah, yeah. Well, I guess you could say like my last relationship I had. I ain't been in a relationship in some years now, but the last one was probably pretty lengthy. Um, for me, that was pretty lengthy. You know what I mean? Like 6, 7 years, 7 years. And
Yeah.
watch kids grow up and all this type of stuff. So that one was real serious. For me in the last kind of time. So since then it's been I don't know, but to say I wish it would have worked. I mean, yeah, I wish it could have, but it didn't. And it
Yeah. I
is
mean, it
what it is.
happens. Like I said, we've all had ones that we wish that it would have worked and it just didn't. So we move right along.
Right.
I want
Yeah.
to
So
piggyback off of that one just since we're doing it for the ladies. Um, was that a live-in relationship? How do you feel about living with somebody? Do you think it's
Yeah,
smart
definitely
to
was
have a
living
living
together.
relationship?
Yeah, yeah, definitely
I
was
already knew
living
that.
together. Um, shit,
she
yeah,
said she already
definitely,
knew that.
definitely. So yeah, it was living situation. And what else did you say?
Do you recommend that? I mean,
Do I
considering it didn't
recommend it?
work out, do you recommend living with someone and
I
playing
mean, I
house?
wouldn't recommend anything to anybody. I would just say, sometimes you don't you live, you go with, whatever at that time is what worked for you or whatever direction that led. So I would not advise anybody to no just be shacking up though. But we don't know people's situation. We don't know if really love is just can make you do that. So I
Right.
wouldn't advise anybody do anything that they're not comfortable with. Let me say that.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your music. How many albums do you have?
I see you, Meg. Oh yeah, because
Uh,
I'm gonna
I don't
piggyback
know.
off that.
Um,
Was it like 13, 14?
yep, around there. Yep.
And I
Give
want
or
to hit
take.
you with
Give or take.
because when I looked at your catalog, I remember way back when I first looked at your catalog, and I always, every time you put out an album, I was like, I keep forgetting how talented you are, you know, because I
Yes.
listen to the shows and then I hear your music and I'm like, and I know I drive you crazy every time I hear it, so I'm like, I keep forgetting just how talented you are in the rap business. But I'm
Appreciate
gonna
that.
hit you with the because I'm a writer, and you know, when I listen to your music, it takes, you have to be talented for what you do. You don't rap like these rappers where you rap the same word at the end that rhymes. I mean, lyrically, I think I don't want to throw genius because, you know, I don't, but I think lyrically you put it down. Like your music says something. You don't,
Wow, appreciate that.
when I'm listening to you rap, you use different words. Lyrically, you put it together, and I'm not listening to that same old cadence. You know, when I listen to your music, I appreciate your music. You really kind of take me back to old school rap music, which I love and I appreciate. So when you sat down and you did your first, it was leading up to something. When you, I don't like to do the geek out thing. It's only a few people I geek out to. So when you go to the first time you sat and wrote your first lyrics, because even your beginning albums are pretty good. What inspired you to sit and write that first song? What gave you that juice that said, I think I could do this?
Um, what did that was when I just decided to start um investing and buying my own equipment, like buying me a studio. You know what I mean? I started investing in the stuff I needed to start and get my studio going and all that. When I did that, so once I did that and I had the equipment, the stuff myself to do, it was just no looking back because I have it. This is what I love to do, so we just started doing it. Of course, other people come in. You got the studio, so you start building and just creating a lot of raw, good music, talent and stuff. And people was really hungry and doing this thing and years ago, and you just get that good vibe, and early stuff. But you at the same time you're trying to learn yourself, learn your style, stilo, how you want to present it. Over the years, you learn, you get your really like your real sound together. It's like, okay, now we're just about here, to me. But some people are some people just raw as fuck early and just are just incredible. Some people have to, get better as they go. I don't know.
Did you
Um,
ever? Oh, I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you about sampling because I never got to ask this of any of our guests, and I noticed you have a lot of samples on your some of your music. Do
Right.
you have to get permission to do sampling, or you just how does that work?
No, you get the clear. I mean, either way, because a lot of stuff that's sampled, you don't know who to really go through. That's why nowadays everything is under certain publishing companies or certain whatever. So whatever sample you use or whatever you use, because it may be from a third party. This producer may have produced it, but he sampled it. So it's really not like that. So off top, when you sample something or use music, it already goes through the database and gets cleared through them or whatever, meaning they're gonna get their whatever part for the sample, regardless. So it's
Yeah,
that
I
type
like
of
your
thing now with
sample,
samples.
Psalms
Thank you.
23. I like that one, and with Closer Guapale. That is so dope. And
Yeah, that
these
was
are
that
all
was
off the
a
same
favorite.
album. Your Pain, Tupac tribute, that one,
Right.
and I'll Be There with Michael Jackson. I know you are a big Jackson 5
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's crazy. That you say that because like you said, all those songs on the album to this day, like when I go to check your records and stats, they tell you what people are listening to or streaming or downloading. And still to this day, that album gets the most, that album you're speaking about. I don't know. That was
it's more
people
numbers,
really
huh?
love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not one joint on there that I don't like. Then you have your California 1, 2, 3. Is it California 4
Hmm.
as well?
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
all of
That's for
those
sure.
1, 2, 3, and 4, they all tell a different set of your journey.
Right.
Something different about your journey.
Right.
So if you all have not that pure white Hennessy, that's that
You're
good
right.
stuff. Let me see
Yeah.
that bottle.
Shout out
Raise
to
that bottle up.
that was a gift.
Okay.
You see that right there? Yeah.
He was
That's what I'm
killing it
dealing with
too.
tonight.
Like I remember when he was full. I saw it on the
Yeah. That
picture.
was a gift
That's
right
why I
there.
said, let
Thank
me
you.
see
Thank
that
you.
bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the weekend and he probably had company. So
No, I'm
um
not.
Right.
And I want to ask you, Queen, let me jump in real quick. Do you like being independent? I know a lot of people strive to. I want to be signed. I want to be signed, and I noticed you stayed
Yeah,
independent. Is that
yeah. I mean, for
right?
me,
The
because
lane?
I went through those years. That's what when you're real young. Like when I was real younger and even had a partner, I used to rap with different stuff. We were trying to do all of that. Yeah, of course you go through that time, but where I'm at now. No, I'm cool, independent. I could just, because I really could just do it how I do it for the love. I got people that support and rock with it, so it is what it is, and I can just. That's why I said once I invested in my own studio, I always felt like that, 'cause I could do my own thing, and plus once I knew how to get it distributed and how to work everything and all that, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's better to have your own studio than to go
Yeah,
out and be in someone else's studio because you want a time limit and
right, right.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. But you are a dope lyricist. You also, you're just dope. You are very dope. I love
Thank you.
when I first start coming on your show, listening to your show on Sundays. And when I found out that you made music, I went and downloaded and everything that you had on my Apple, put it in my Apple playlist. So I
Wow,
basically have everything
that's what's
that you
up.
ever put out. Your compilation too. I like that one. That's pretty dope. And
I was
also
gonna.
Thank
your
you.
one in a million
Yeah, one
and
in a
your
million was
OG
good.
music. Yeah. The blueprint, the masterpiece. Oh my God. Yeah.
I
So
was
you
gonna
have to
ask
listen
you.
to
Oh,
his
go ahead,
music.
Queen. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
Oh, I was gonna ask. You do a lot of compilations. Sometimes I listen to your compilations and you kind of wear people out. Like I was like, oh, he shouldn't have did it with that person. He's so much better. But
Wow.
I was gonna. No,
Okay.
for real. Some of the
Right?
people I do, I'm like, oh, and then you come back, you come on, I'm like, oh my goodness, you kind of blow them out the water with your lyrics. But I was gonna ask you, who is your favorite? And this might be hard, but who is the favorite person you've done a compilation with?
Hmm. Um. Really, I can't even say. Uh. Probably the female. I'm gonna go with that because dudes just rap with that I can't really. But probably the female, which is like my family.
Is that
Uh,
Felicia?
no, no, not no, not Felicia.
Oh,
But
okay, okay,
He's like,
okay, okay, okay. He's like,
it was
no,
Jack.
okay.
It was the girl. She was on the song. Queen J. I don't know what because she
Oh
called
yeah, she
herself a
came in
few
the
different
after
things.
hours before.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
what song you're speaking of.
She
Yes.
had a few songs though, and she just killed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she could really like sing. So I'll have to say her. But different dudes I collaborated with, as far as on the rap tip, I don't know. It was a few. Um,
How many times did you go over a song before you finally say, "This is it. This is the right beat. This is the right lyric"? How many times do you have to do that?
it depends. You know, it depends really how it's coming along. Some songs could take longer than others. Some you could just be on it for a minute. You don't like the sound, you go over it till you feel it's right. Other ones come like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could just be a couple takes and it's like that's it. So it depends really.
I was gonna ask you that. A lot of I know a few people that just come off the top of their head. Do you sit and just come off the top of your head, or do you sit and fine tune
Well,
everything that you say?
again, I've been through so many different phases with rap and how I do it. It was a time that I was able to do that, but I never just come just free like just say anything. I would learn the raps in my head, as far as I didn't have to write anymore, and then learn them and then learn the songs that way. I was doing that for a while, but I think I got older now. I can't do that as good. So I'll over certain songs, I'll just go over them in my head and write them down here or there, here or there. I think of a lyric, write it down. Unless I'm just in a mode, I can just write. But it depends how I write these days. But yeah, I put some stuff down. First and then come with it. I don't just come off the top of the head.
What
Well,
hobbies do
you
you
do on the
have?
after hours. If you
Oh,
catch you
okay.
on the after
Oh
hour,
yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry, Queen.
different. Freestyle is different.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do that all day, but
yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that on an album. I would want to at least put some thought into it.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Queen.
I was just asking, but I know what your hobby is. It's working out, doing 500,000, 5,000 push-ups, and that's your hobby, staying fit and equipped. So that's one of your hobbies. But listen, I just wanted to Melly Mel said, oh no, it was Vito. He said theme song would be dope Oh no, Melly Mel did ask. He said he wanted the theme song. Professor Melly Mel, the postman, needs a
Oh,
theme
right.
song,
Man, he
G-Lew.
knows that. That's no problem, Melly Mel. He already knows that. That's no problem.
And
I got you.
also, he had another question. Go ahead, Sissy, while I look for the question, because Melly Mel had two questions that he asked at the beginning of the show. So go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna ask you, popped in out of my head that fast. Oh, and
What's
people,
up?
not the theme song, but because that's what made my question pop out my head. Ah,
Oh,
no.
well, he wanted to know, how does music enhance what you do? Melly Mel, that's his question.
How does music enhance what I do?
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, because music is my life. Music is just
Hmm.
everything to me. I'm listening to music just pretty much. I say a third of my day. Even when I'm doing stuff, I got my headphones on. Or I'm thinking about some music, or like I'm thinking about what music I need to have and play. We got a show tomorrow, OG Sundays. I'm already thinking all day of songs we need to, for tomorrow's show. So music is in my head constantly. I just somehow find a way to fit the rap in there when I can, because I can. I would just like to stay updated. Like every year I'm doing a project, maybe two.
And
I
I
know that you.
also assist with that too sometimes on Sundays, you guys, just to let you know. Right,
Oh
G.
yeah,
Lou?
that part. Yeah, yeah. The Queen G, she assists on every show. I mean, but she's saying music wise, she helps me out with
Yeah,
music on
music wise,
Sunday.
I assist with the
But
playlist.
she
So,
assists me on every show though. We do. You feel me?
I know that a lot of people like to send you. I see it in the comments. I see people hit you a lot. They like to send you beats. Do you ever use any of the beats that people
Oh,
send you, or because you
you know
get that a
what?
lot?
Yeah, I do. And some man, I don't keep up. Like I gotta keep up. Some I haven't even heard yet, but I gotta keep up when they send me the stuff. But yes, it depends really when something is going on. Like when I'm in the mode of recording, I'm in the mode of recording. So like right now, I'm out of that mode right now because I just finished the project up and got it out and everything. So I'm into that right now. I'm not really recording, so I probably won't hear no beats for a minute till I'm back ready to record something.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
do
step
your own
away.
beats?
You
Okay.
say
Do you
what?
do your? I said, do you do your own beats or do you use other people's beats?
I do some own beats sometimes, depends, but I don't really I'll use more other people's beats than I would mine. I'll say that.
Okay. Back into your radio, like the things that you do on the radio. I mean, I,
Right.
I love the music, but when it comes to people that you want to interview, who is it out there that's your dream interview that you just wanted that keeps escaping you?
Mhm. I wouldn't say put in that way because I haven't had that yet where I had one that like that it keeps escaping me. And then as far as my dream interview, that would be hard to say as well because I mean I don't know. We've interviewed a lot of people.
Yes.
Um, but of course there's some big fish that we haven't and I would love to. So I just don't know where I would start with saying who was my dream interview because I don't know. They probably already passed away.
Oh wow. So who's your favorite artist that's passed away? Like your favorite artist that's already gone?
Man, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, I could go down the line. I was just this year and last year or so. I don't know. I mean, we've lost all the greats. I could just say that. All the ones we've lost in the last 10 years. Those are the ones, the greats.
Yeah, we lost some
Prince,
grapes as
Mike,
well. Yeah.
Luther. I mean, Tina, Rick.
What drew you to Nipsey Hussle? Because I know that you put a lot of posts about Nipsey. You play his music. What drew
I
you to his music?
just automatically when I heard him, like I wasn't no new fan. I've been rocking with Nip since I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say day one because I don't know when exactly he started, but I know at least for me, at least like 2006,
Um,
2007. You know what I
Some
mean? So
Crenshaw
I
tapes,
was rocking with him
Crenshaw
early, early,
CDs.
early, and I just took a
Yeah.
like to him when I heard him. I was like, damn, he dope. Of course, he got all the comparisons at first. People just wanted to compare him to Snoop and all of that for a long time. But he made his own identity, and
Yeah,
that's
he
what
has
he
his
wanted
own
to do.
style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got it.
yeah.
The first time I got a CD, it was maybe early 2000s. My boy was like, you got to listen to this CD. And I was thinking, you get all these CDs, there's someone always has a mixtape. And I was like, oh my goodness, this little kid is talented, you know. But it was before anyone really knew who he was. And as he started growing in popularity, you're thinking, oh my goodness, you said, my boy's Lowrider is in his video. Like he helped finance his first videos. Him and his boys brought their Lowriders out for his first video. And you just watch the progression of him. And crazy, my best friend was at El DeBarge's concert. And I'm at her house and I'm watching when you let the TV go, and she has a picture with him, had no clue he was going to be something. And he's having a conversation with, but even then he was humble. He stayed humble,
He was on point, not even humble, but he was humble. He wasn't humble in just like a little humble pushover way. He was humble and respectful, but was on point. Like what I really respected about this young man was like, this is a young man, a young dude. I'm sitting up here really like learning shit from this dude. You know what I mean? And this dude was just really different. And that's the type of stuff that really, of course, his music off top. That's why I say I was drawn to his music. But once I learned him as a person, I was like, this dude, the realest dude doing it right now. You know what I mean? I just had to give it up, for him, man. And I just watched his progression, his whole rise, and see him come to a place where he was really about there now. Then he was taken out.
Even as great as he got, and even he became greater, everyone realized who he was after death, which is sad. But even in the studio, he didn't close the studio off to people just because he was known and had the money. Like he still helped and gave advice.
Because he was a genuine, real person. He didn't let money change him.
Right.
So, yeah.
And if you were struggling trying to make it, like he took the time to help and teach you and talk to you and give you, because I know a few people that he tried to help. He tried to show them the way to go and help them. He didn't push you away and be like
teaching. He was really living what he was saying. Like not on like dude was really doing his part, and it just was nobody doing it like that. And you see what happened since he's been gone. It's like a big void. You know what I mean?
Right.
In LA shit. It's a big
Yeah.
void.
It's a big void. Melly Mel wanted to ask you about Sid from Harbor City.
Sid from Harbor City.
Do you know a Sid from Harbor City?
Sid. Sid, is that the name?
Yeah, Sid, SID from Harbor City.
I know. No, I don't know a Sid off the top of my head.
Okay, he doesn't know a Sid, Melly Mel. Mac Malone said our t-shirts are dope. He needs one. G-Lew.
Mac Malone, Mac Mother
And that
Malone.
look,
I know
that
Mac
song that you
Malone.
did with him.
What up, homie? Shout out to
Yeah,
my
that
boy.
collaboration you two
Neho
did.
too.
That's a
Mac.
direct relation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Hey, Mac, since you on here, you were on the show when I was at my best friend's house, and she knew exactly who you were. She's like, Mac, Mac Malone. Like you popped up on the screen, knew exactly who you were.
That's Mac Malone with his trifling ass.
So I didn't ask for no questions, Mac.
Mac Malone is a G. Mac Malone don't give a damn what you think about him. He gonna be himself, as you should.
She looked up, was like, Mac Malone. Like I was like, don't tell me no stories. Don't tell me no stories. But yeah, just let you know. They still know you. And from my question, like deceased, who would you like to work with? Or before I ask you who would you like to work with, who's influence? Because someone said your music is very influential in the comments. Right. Who's influential to you right now with your music? Like who do you that's alive? Like who's one of your favorites or who's influential to the music that you put out?
Trying to think. I don't know. That's alive. I don't know. Really. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that inspires me right now. It's hard to say, but over time and overall, definitely the greats, as far as rappers, Ice Cube, that's my guy, but right now he ain't doing nothing right now. But overall, Ice Cube is the guy, man. Straight up. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, who's done his thing, but I don't know. I root for the underdogs. I really love Battle Cat. I think he's the greatest producer the West Coast ever had. No disrespect to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre the greatest to do it, but Battle Cat is the unsung king to me as far as production. And then like I said, to me is I love Nip. I still get inspired by Nip. I love Nip. I love Tupac already. That's a given. But Nip, I will have to go with Nip.
Thinking out loud said, what you guys think of? What's your opinion on Mexican rappers on the West as far as better talent, just as equal? Oh, my son could really answer this one, but I'm gonna give that one to you. I wish he
I
could stay in
mean,
the room.
far as new, I can't really speak on the newer generation, but it's a few new dudes out there I like. They ain't really new, but I respect them. So shout out to King Lil G, dude is dope as hell. He doing his stuff. Shout out to King Lil G. Who else? I like Mr. Criminal. Uh,
When you
uh,
did the collab with this, like fire.
Oh, that's my homeboy Isaac Pedrosa, R.I.P.
Yeah,
Righteous by Faith. Yeah, that's hard right there. That's my boy, and we waiting to shoot the video. He's waiting on me actually. We supposed to shoot it. He shot his part, but I couldn't get out there with Corona stuff this early. I didn't want to, so we rescheduled. But we got a video coming for that. He got a big budget, all that. He already shot part of it. He's waiting on me, so expect some big things to come from that collaboration right there. Shout
yeah.
out to my homeboy Isaac Pedrosa, Righteous by Faith from Low
Um,
Moss. Go
Thank you,
ahead.
Stevie. I mean, Stevie said not quick, but I wanted to say thank you to Melly Mel. He said great show, ladies. So
Thank you,
thank you
Melly
very
Mel.
much.
Oh,
What up,
thank you,
Punk?
Mel.
The
Um,
professor.
yeah, Melly Mel said Battle had
Battle
hands
Cat.
down, and I think Stevie was saying you don't want to do a collaboration with Quick. He said not
Oh,
Quick.
Quick. Oh yeah, shit. I didn't mention Quick. Oh man, of
No,
course not. Quick is the
Love me some
greatest.
quick.
Quick is another one, the greatest to do it. To me, far as rapper and producer, but definitely that dude is a genius. He's
yeah,
like Quincy Jones, man.
yeah,
Definitely Quick. I would love to
Yeah.
do some shit with Quick for sure. Hell yeah.
straight out of Compton,
Quick
another
is right there.
Compton
He number
famous.
two. You
Yeah.
got your three. Quick is definitely in the top three, hands down.
Meg said in G-Lew early years of starting music, where did he get his inspiration from? But I think you already answered that. But she asked that. Queen Meg asked that, so maybe she missed your answer.
Where I get
Um,
my inspiration to do music or
yeah, she said where, and
oh,
she said G-Lew earlier years starting music. Where did he get his inspiration from?
I got my inspiration from rap, hip hop. Early I'm just a student, grew up in hip hop, used to break dance and excuse me, do all of
Oh,
I
that.
you
want
was
to
But
a
see you
break
break dance.
dancer.
oh
I
yeah, I
want to
Oh,
used to
see
go
that.
hard. Yeah, I used to do my thing a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did that and just the whole hip hop experience. So I've been down with hip hop day one, but I started doing my little stuff. As you coming up, my homeboy Tweety, we used to be in this room. He played the instrumentals, and I just started like that. Started okay, write it down. So, but it was never serious. And over the years, I continued until going. I'm getting all off subject. Long story short, my inspiration was hip hop. Anybody that came up before me, LL Cool J, Run DMC, all the way up to Ice Cube, NWA,
You
Easy
know I'm about
E,
to bring MC8 out.
DMC,
8 is
all of them. That was my inspiration.
because that's.
But
I was
probably
telling
Ice
Queen, you
T
have the
first. I
same
wrote my
hat
first
on.
rap to Ice T song.
Oh yeah, Ice T. Oh, another one.
um, Stevie said, what about Daz Dillinger? You wouldn't want to
Yeah.
collaborate with him either.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I fuck with Daz. I done chopped it up with Daz a couple times, but not as far as that to make something happen. But yeah, I would love to do something with Daz for sure. Daz is one of the greats as well.
Yeah,
Dog Food, my favorite album, one of my favorite albums. So
yeah, that was a
definitely.
good one.
Another
Um,
question.
from
Oh, I'm
Thinking
sorry.
Out Loud. Are you gonna bring up Thinking Out Loud?
No, I was going to bring up
Favorite old school East Coast artist.
Stevie. He asked, "What is your favorite old school East Coast?"
Rakim.
Yeah,
Rakim, no question.
Rockem. Yeah,
Rockem.
Man, that would have slipped my mind.
There's more
Yeah.
to. I just say off the top of my head, Rockem.
Yeah, he was hard. Because Thinking Out Loud said, "Do you guys miss hip hop magazine days as much as me?" Yes.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yes.
For sure. I used to wait for the magazine. I used to have a stack. I could probably go get some right now. I used to collect magazines, man. You know, all the dope ones, XXL, Source, of course, the Source. What are the other ones? It was a couple more. But I used to collect
We used to look
magazines.
for those magazines
But
to put
nowadays,
pictures on our
it's hard
walls.
with the internet. You can just go.
Yeah, you could
There's
find
too much
anything.
these days. You ain't trying to do
Yeah.
all that. So yeah, it was good times though,
When did you start low riding?
man. I would say, I mean, to start low riding, that means you had your own low rider. But I've been into, I did at one time though, had one, you know. But um, I've always been into low
Bye.
riders since I was a young boy. You know, just always seeing them, homies that had one. I always had a homie who had one. You know, and so I just always loved low riding. You know, and then of course the oldies, it goes hand in hand. So we always used to
Yeah.
go where the people cruise at. If I was in SGV, we go to Whittier, or on the other way we go to Crenshaw or Hollywood. It was always popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother and them had a lowrider club. It was a Monte Carlo lowrider club, the old school Monte Carlos. And I used to roll with them. And my favorite thing about being with the lowriders was seeing them throwing them blocks. Man,
Right,
they throw them blocks and everybody just know move out the way. So
right.
that was
That's
one of my
right.
favorites
That's
about
right.
low riding.
I loved. I was
Hey
12 the first
Conejo.
time.
Cornejo, what up,
Cornejo.
homie?
The first time I saw them just start bouncing. Oh my
Oh yeah.
word!
That's
I
that
lost
mo
my
bounce to the ounce.
mind.
Yeah.
12 years old, and I lost my mind. Did I get my age?
Yeah, it's addictive. It's really addictive. You know.
Yes. And just been in awe ever since. We see you, Cornejo.
What up, my boy?
So I'm gonna ask this question, G-Lew.
What's up?
What is an
Talk to me,
evening
Queen.
like with G-Lew?
Uh-oh. An intimate evening or just an everyday evening? We want both.
G-Lew understood. That's why he smiled.
I wanted to make sure everyone knew what we were talking about.
Just
um,
a just an evening. What is it like to be, an evening with G-Lew?
um, man, I think it would be cool depending on who, because that's hard to say. If you're very
Depending on the
special,
company
yeah, it depends on the company,
and the
what's
vibe.
going on. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That has everything to do with it. It
Okay,
could just
what's
be
a
a homie
first
type
date
tip, and we
like
just go
with
kick it. It
Chico?
could be special. It could be real intimate, or it just be something else, and it just go with the flow.
I'm gonna
So that's hard
specify.
to
What
say.
is
So I
a
don't want to give all
first
the
date
secrets
Guys
like
up
are
to
with
laughing
somebody
at
who
you?
don't deserve to hear that.
I think the
Go ahead,
guys
D.
are laughing at my question. They all got laughing out loud or laughing emojis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you know
not.
what's happening.
He's not gonna answer. That's why I said let's be specific. What's the first date like with you? The ladies in
A
here want
first
to know.
date.
Since
A first
A
date.
date is a date.
yes,
Wow, shit. First date is just like wow. Again, it depends, but a first date would just be something real cool. Whatever we decide on, I'm not gonna say what it is. It's whatever we decided on doing, or hanging out with each other, whether I knew you already or not, but that's our first time seeing each other or kicking it. All of that kind of depends. But overall, I think it would be just a good time between two good people, good conversation, get to know each other, talk about it, look at me, I look at you, and I could really see what's going on over there, and we could
so
really get some
Listen,
understanding and
listen
all
to
that,
that
and
music.
then we take it from there.
see, like for me, we're gonna do the difference between me and Queen. For me, it's a bar, a good a good drink, and a good game. So you saying that's
Yeah,
the
all
homie,
that.
but
That's
then
what I
you get
said.
someone
You
special,
just
and
kicking
it's
it.
like you wanna take them to like a really nice restaurant
But you
to
got
be
to
with you.
find out that they're special first to go to a really nice restaurant.
But that's what I mean. Like I said, a
Right.
first date, like when you
It all
want to get to
depends.
know somebody.
It all depends on the situation, Didi. I would say that
Yeah.
again. Again, that's just hard to answer. In
Because
one
women
answer
ask
because
you
it
questions
depends.
on Wednesday all the time. You do what you just did to me. You give them that little runaround. I'm not gonna really let.
Oh, that
We
was a
said we're gonna make
runaround.
G open up and
That
let
was a
people know
runaround.
who.
Okay, well, okay, get me
Always.
right then. Get me right. If that was
Okay,
a
So
but
I
check
runaround,
this
said
you want me
out.
to answer that better? You want me to? You
yes.
want
I
me to
said
try
when we
again?
said we brought G on, we were gonna
Okay,
make
so
G
ask
be
me the question again.
transparent.
Ask me the question
So
one more time.
what do you do when you say, okay, this is the first time I'm gonna take somebody out on a date? I'm gonna take them to a really nice restaurant. We're gonna do this. I'm not gonna give the answer for you. So you're gonna A, B, C, and D. Don't just say we're gonna check out each other's vibe. That's that runaround that everybody they say you're not answering the question. I sit and watch. I read the comments. I just don't say much.
Okay.
So
Well,
Elliot said, G-Lew, that you're being safe.
okay.
That's what. See, that's what Didi just said. I got you, Elia. I'm about to make them dig
That's
deep.
Aaliyah too. Her name is Aaliyah. Y'all be calling that girl Elia. That's
Well, she
Aaliyah.
told me that I pronounced her name the correct way
okay.
when I called her
Maybe
Elia.
I'm pronouncing it wrong. I thought it was
So that's
Aaliyah.
why I still say Elia.
You know, I'm Spanish, so I said, you got me saying Aaliyah now, Elia, because when I looked at it, I'm Spanish. I say Elia, but then it could be both.
When Meg has your back,
quiet.
she said it was a vague general answer, so you don't have to further into it.
Okay.
Meg has your back.
Meg. That's what's up, Meg.
I'm on Elia's side, and I said dig deep. I want you to dig deep. You said you're gonna come on and be very transparent.
I'm open.
So
I said, ask me again if
I want you to rip your shirt off like the Incredible Hulk.
Let's go. I ain't scared of y'all.
I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna plan. I'm either gonna take you to Sizzler or I'm gonna take you to Stinking Rose. You know what I mean?
Right. We can go to Sizzler.
Are there any more Sizzlers?
Yeah, that's why I say that, because I ain't had Sizzler in a minute, man.
Oh, me and my kids love Sizzler.
Yeah, hibachi chicken, hibachi
they don't got
steak.
Sizzlers over here, so it's like, damn.
Oh, we got it out here.
Yeah, they got a Sizzler right there on Long Beach Boulevard in Del Amo,
but there's one right across from the Forum. That one is still there too.
In California.
Shit. You seen that commercial? You just used to get hungry off the top, like damn.
And there's one right by the Fox Hills Mall.
People would go to office parties at the Sizzler when it first came out. So that was like considered a very high class place, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's not Sizzler. Don't take a woman to Sizzler. Okay, I'm gonna say Red Lobster or Stinking Rose.
Oh, okay, well.
I'm gonna up your game a little bit. I'm gonna do Red Lobster.
You said it right, Queen. This is my fault. I was saying it wrong. She said you said it right, Queen.
Well, she probably just liked the way you said it, Aaliyah. So
wow, I feel terrible, man. I've been all this time.
But look, if she had a problem with the G-Lew, she might like to say Aaliyah. Wow. So it's okay.
I feel terrible, man. I feel terrible.
You should not take another shot. You should not feel terrible. I mean, she might like the way you say it, Aaliyah.
Damn.
It's
that's a beautiful name too.
I'm over here thinking y'all saying it wrong. I'm like,
you correcting the queens. Wrong. Don't correct the queens.
Damn.
These are two queens, right? Queen told me to be a queen, so I stepped out the princess role.
So G-Lew.
What's up, Queen?
Queen done saved you because I had you, Aaliyah. I was trying to get him to dig deep. Queen saved
Aaliyah, though. You heard her. Go ahead, Queen.
And that's because of you.
Go ahead, Queen.
She liked that you say Aaliyah, so that's all good, because that is special. It comes from, it's different, so it's all good. Aaliyah, Elia, she answers to both. So, California. Do you miss California a whole lot? Between 0 to 10, what's the scale of missing Cali?
I miss it like I really miss it until I go, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? After about a week.
Right. Then you'd be like, I'm ready to get back home.
I'm cool. You know what I mean? But I be missing it when I'm away. But
because Georgia has that, you can be in the fast lane or the slow lane.
You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, exactly. I've done it all up here already. So I'm just cooling. You just in the cut, out the way. But, it's definitely that though. It gives you the option. Really, it's a lot going on here. So you could either be in it or you could be out of it. Or just
I got family out there, so I know
whenever it's something going on and whatever you want to go to, you can just go at any time. But it's always,
But now everything be so crowded. Whatever you want to go to, wherever you want to go, everything is a line in Cali now. I miss the sunshine. So here's another question from Meg. She said, "Are you going to wine and dine?
Who?
Or just kick it? What is kicking
earlier, it depends. It depends who the person is. Again. It depends who the person is. I'm equal opportunity.
No. Gee,
what?
I got a question.
Said, am I going to wine or dine? What?
I'm thinking out loud. I got your question in a minute, but I got to stay on G on this one. My brother does this every time I'm on the show. I tell him, don't call me at this time.
Person. Look, they think they know me. Look at them.
No, that's what I'm saying. When you're just kicking it, that's when you're with somebody like me. When you run into somebody that you just I'm just going to kick it with. But when you're really, and this is what these women have been trying to get out of you for a minute, G, and this is what I'm about to do for them. When you find someone that you're interested in, and when you take them and you wine and dine them, or do you Netflix and kick it? There we go. I got you, ladies.
No,
Do
if
you
you're
Netflix and kick
I'm gonna
it?
help him out with this.
No,
If
no,
you're
Queen
interested in
G.
someone,
No, Queen. You gotta stop
come on,
playing
Queen.
Captain
Exactly.
Saver, Queen.
See,
I mean,
saving,
stop.
that's just simple. That's plain and
that's a
like
common
not to be
sense
said. Right,
question.
exactly.
But
But
they
go
want to
ahead,
hear
G-Lew,
it. They
answer
want
the
to hear it
If
come
I
from.
wasn't doing that, I wouldn't be a gentleman.
Okay.
For real. So come on now.
But they've been wanting to.
What you said?
They've
We're not
been wanting
saving
to.
what?
I'm a gentleman first. I'm a gentleman
Okay.
first.
And they've been wanting to hear you say this because, like I said, I sit and watch the show. A lot of times I don't say anything, but they want to hear it come from you. They want to hear you say, when I'm interested, I wine, I dine, I make you feel special. I make you feel like the lady I want to be with.
All that right there. Yeah.
There you
all
go,
of it.
ladies.
Okay, so what did you say? I was a saver what?
Captain Saber G.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Captain Saber G.
Because every time he gets on the hot seat, my girl be like, I got to Captain Saber G. But
okay.
That's my ride or
wait.
die. Queen Jean
Yeah,
gonna
hold
be
on.
with, you gotta be with me every ride we take. You feel me?
I know, but you know I got you, G. I will step in front of a bow and arrow for you. I probably a gun too if you right there, but a bow and arrow, I got you. A sword, I'm like right there, like stab me first. We go. Wow. Probably a gun too. You know I got you. You my ride or die.
Put it before, chest.
Yeah, I got my chest be hurting like hell, so now I be wishing someone shoot me in the chest. I said, thinking out loud, I wouldn't forget this. I put my brother, who can only call me once a day. I didn't take his call. This is for thinking out loud. What artists from the Bay Area, from the Bay, were all bumping heavy in LA? That's from thinking out loud.
Too short. I mean, Too Short, like a mug.
Yes, Too Short.
I mean, you start with Too Short, then go down the line, but Too Short, definitely, I would say all time. Too Short started. It was people bumping Too Short more than they bumped people in LA. Too Short was going through. Straight up. Early on,
I know that I bumped
you
Too
had bass
Short.
and you had beat, you was bumping Too Short.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Too Short, for sure. Oh, somebody put 1-800-SAVE-A-G. Oh, Megalicious. She said 1-800-SAVE-A-G.
Damn, that's how they feel, huh?
Why? Like, wow. Okay. Well, y'all have to dial my 1-800-SAVE-A-G, and I'll let you know if he needs saving or not.
Wow.
I said when we brought you, didn't I say, ladies, when we brought him on the show, I was going to look out for you. I was going to ask those deep, hard questions that you wanted to know. I wasn't going to ask those silly questions like, does he wear boxers or brief? They wanted to hear how you treat a woman.
But
they wanted to hear
about boxers or brief.
Yeah, those are dumb questions.
We don't need to ask those types.
We want to know how you treat a woman. You're a gentleman. When you're into a woman, that's what they want to know. How are you going to treat a woman when you're into a woman?
Man,
they wanted to hear that coming from you.
You know what I mean? If I'm into a woman and this is my woman, that's like real serious right there. If somebody becomes my woman, because I don't have a woman, so if I go all in and I have a real woman, yeah, it's all in.
My brother keeps calling. It says KS.
Okay, Meg.
And I'm too old to be playing at this point anyway, so it's definitely all in.
Right, and that means you're faithful. She's number one.
Yeah, Stevie.
Yeah, if G is in a relationship, I see him as being the type of man who will be a loyal man in a relationship.
Play that because, you have to look at I look at shit, balancing options, and I learned that a long time ago. If you get to that point, and if you gotta think about it both ways, if you're in a relationship, the shit you doing how would you feel if they was doing that to you? So you gotta look at it that way and just keep it all the way 100 until somebody prove you otherwise. You know what I mean? But you be 100, everything will be 100. So I just learned that later. I had to go through a lot.
Yeah, so when you go through a lot, you be careful before entering a zone. Right. But Stevie said, "Damn, bro, they got you on the hot spot tonight."
Oh, we promised that. I promised that for everybody that I would put him there, and he agreed to be put there.
I ain't scared of Diddy and Queen.
Right there, you go. He said, "Put me there." That's what you told us, right?
Don't ask me nothing yet.
And that's what I'm not digging too deep. I'm not one to don't get in my personal life too deep. So I'm only gonna take it to a certain
Okay. Okay.
point.
Respect.
Well, then I do have a question about the ladies. What qualities do you look for besides a vibe? What qualities?
What qualities? I look for qualities in. I mean, oh yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I don't know if I can explain it, but like you said, the vibes, of course, but just everything will. I think to me will show itself. They will come. Everything will start showing what they need to show. You know, I think it starts with a vibe, of course, attraction, conversation. How you guys, all of that. Like I said, I think it just comes together. So the qualifications, I can't really put qualifications on something or somebody. You know what I
Well, I'm
mean?
about to
Because that
help
would
you
be
out.
trying to judge them. You know what I mean? But I think everything works itself out as far as me anyway. I'll see what I need to see and what I don't need to see, or whatever the case may be. It'll all come to the surface with me.
When you are in a relationship, do you anticipate? Do you like a woman that's a little passive and allows you to be the man of the show? Because this new era woman feels if I make more money, I'm running everything, or she feels that. Do you feel that women are equal in your relationship, or are you're the man, she's the woman? Are you looking for old school type woman that believes a man runs the show, or he is the leader of the household? What kind of
Mhm.
woman are you looking for? See,
I
I'm
ain't
about to
really,
help you out.
I ain't looking. I can't say what I'm looking for. I know when I see her and when I find her and when she's in my presence. That's when I know. You know what I
That didn't
mean?
answer my question.
Before as intimidated or whatever, like you said, a women's make, yeah, that's what it is these days. Most women are making more than these men out here. If you break it down in those categories, you have to be a secure man within yourself. If you're insecure, that shit you already done anyway. A secure man and a real man gonna come in and handle his business. If the lady, whatever the case may be, it's gonna be respect there. You know what I
But
mean?
is it her show? If she runs
What do you mean
if
her
she
show?
makes more money, does she run the house?
Nah, nah. But again, that depends. What do you mean though? Whose house is it? What do you mean?
If you
If
guys
she's
are in
running
a
her, if she has her
relationship,
own house, yeah, she running
that's,
her own
no,
house.
that's
So do
the.
we
I
have
mean,
a house?
in a relationship
No,
setting,
no. A
does the
man is
woman?
supposed to be a man in every relationship. It's equally when it comes to equality and what people want to, what we think and what we do and all of that. We're equally, you know what I mean. But a man is still supposed to be a man. So you're trying to say, is it her show? I don't know what you mean by that.
You know, the modern woman is. I make more money, so what I say goes. So I'm asking.
So that's now you putting some stuff on it right then when you when
Well,
you
no, I'm
when you
getting
even
deep.
say that. If you trying to
Okay.
say, if I'm agree to it's her show and it's her with her goals, what am I? Who am I? What am I doing?
You
Not
got.
Uh,
you.
Kaneho wants to know when you and him are going to dinner, Dee. So that's out there.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
And
That's my boo boo bear. Love me some Cornejo.
G-Lew Vito says, do you have any concerns where the music industry is headed? Rappers are getting killed at an alarming rate now. Do you have any concern?
Where it's headed, it's already been doomed for many years now. But I always say this: never to downplay the youngsters and what they're doing, because what the youngsters have done, they've taken hip hop to whole nother heights. Like I always say, even though hip hop is, like you said, where it's dangerous, it's all this, but it's still the number one genre in music at this point. So these youngsters are making a lot of money. It's just sad that they're not here to enjoy it really and live their life fully, because a lot of them are dying younger. You know what I mean? And a lot of it because they just, like you said, the way they're going, they're just, reckless and just think they could do what they want to do, and no, and life don't have consequences, and it does. We learn that quick. Sometimes people have to learn the hard way. But do I like the way it's going? I can't say that, man. But much respect to the youngsters, man.
Professor Melly Mel said, is the modern man and modern woman even interested in being in a relationship?
That part, Melly. Exactly. I don't
Right,
think they are.
right.
They're not.
Modern meaning in anyone born after 1985.
Oh, the youngsters.
Because he know that the old school's born in the 50s, it's a whole different program when it
Yeah.
comes to being in a
Yeah, them
relationship.
youngsters, man. It's a whole other, man. I don't know what they doing. It's really pretty wild out there with these youngsters, with the stuff they're doing right now. It is. I don't even know what to say.
That's why I posed that question to you, because a lot of the mindset. That's where I got it from. That's my sons are young. I know that
Right.
mindset, and that's why a lot of people have to that young mentality, and I don't know where it comes from, and that's the mindset. But you really have to stop in a relationship and really understand that a man is a man is a man no matter what. And you have to put that in perspective in a relationship. But some of these older men are willing to accept a woman can, they have that, I don't understand that whole clapping thing, but their mindsets now are, no one can tell me what to do, because the world is set up for us to make more money these days. So they have the mindset like, I don't need a man, I can do this by myself, and this and that. And sometimes when they enter a relationship, they come into that relationship with that mindset. So is, Mr. Man, Mr. G-Lew willing to accept that type of relationship? But relationships these days that I watch, they're mind-boggling. They're confusing to me. I was just
women nowadays are, they're a lot more bolder. They'll come at a man. They'll come at a man. And the
Say
questions that
especially
a
when
man
women
used to
ask you,
ask
can
women.
they hit that?
Yeah,
That
that's
part,
what I was
Nelly.
going to say.
That's the type of
Yeah,
shit that be going on these days. These women
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah. They're very straightforward, and what I've
Melly
also
Mel.
seen is that women think that they can go out and buy you all these things, and that's gonna get them in the door. But it takes a whole lot to get a real man, and not just expensive gifts, and because you have to be more of a woman than just a woman who's a buyer buying.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You can't just
right,
buy and give and buy and give and think that that's going to pull you in
right.
into this man. That's going to make this man more interested in you. I mean, he may be, but it's not going to be for the reasons that you want him to be interested in you in. So I find that with a lot of young ladies now, since you all know that I'm a much older woman. So I look at how these young ladies carry themselves, and it's like, wow, even when they go as far as to alter their whole appearance because of the trends nowadays. And they just think that's what it is. What do you think about? Well, I know you're going to probably say they can do whatever makes them happy, and so we'll
Hold
skip
up.
that question.
I just want to say this because I'm sorry, Queen. I got distracted. Somebody sent, but the Raiders just lost. So I was just about to say shout out to my Raiders and stuff, but I'm really, so I just want to say, man, I'm sorry about that. Raiders,
rest in
man,
peace, Raiders.
rest
Oh,
in
the
peace.
Raiders lost?
Yeah, man, come
It's
on.
okay, but you know what? This is
No,
how I feel about
no, it's
games.
not.
They don't.
We
No,
do get
they
upset
take it
about our teams.
seriously.
We do get upset about our teams because I know I get upset. Like the Steelers, the last three games that they played, I don't know. It was like I told G-Lew the last show, I'm going to go watch some more cartoons because it felt like I was watching cartoons when the Steelers just played their last show. And then people want to clown you. But then I just come back like this. You win some, you lose some. You're not going to win every game.
Right.
If you're a team player and that's your team, you just say,
Hey, they
good
clowned
work,
me for like
guys.
what, 8 years, because my Chiefs lost. They couldn't win a game. Well, to say they
Oh, Green
lost.
Bay is your team?
No, Kansas City. Remember how
Okay.
they
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
win a
Okay.
game? The
Okay. Okay.
only team they ever beat was yours. They
Oh,
lost every game every season. Only game
by
they would
one
be winning
fucking
up into
point.
the fourth quarter.
They lost
Give
by
it
one
away.
point.
Elliot
This is
said by
ridiculous.
one damn point,
Yeah,
y'all's
she's a
team
Raider
lost.
fan too. Man, this is terrible, man. And that was
So
it. If we'd have won, we could have made the playoffs. They can't even. They done lost like they last 5 games. Shit is fucking terrible. All right, go
Yeah, you
ahead. Go
think
ahead with the
it's,
question.
it's
I'm
the
sorry.
Illuminati.
Go ahead. Go
that
ahead. I'm my
who
bad.
said that? That's what people love. I love when they do that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that, like, when the
No, I
Steelers
know
lost
that.
those 3 games back to back, like they was on a roll, 11-2, and then all of a sudden the last 3 games they were just losing and losing to the worst, some of the
Right.
teams that weren't even like really
Right.
you
That
lost.
part.
So I'd
That
be like,
part.
it's the Illuminati. They paid them to lose those games. They're
I,
being paid an
Man,
extra $2 million to lose those games,
real
but
sad though.
it
Real
happens.
sad. Can a
well,
stripper get
football
a
is a
high
business.
value man
Basketball
to
is a
propose?
business.
Okay, check out Melly Mel. He say, what do you
I can't
can
see.
can a
He
stripper get a
said,
high
"Yeah, get
value man
clown
to
for my
propose?
bra."
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's
they doing it
Oh, he
every day,
said,
Melly.
can a stripper get a high value man to propose? Some strippers, I guess.
Look
I
at
don't
They
Cardi
know.
doing
B.
it. They doing it every day, Melly Mel. You don't. I
Cardi
mean,
B, Megan Thee Stallion. There
oh,
was
how you
another.
think all these exactly? That's the end thing now. These dudes, yeah. This, I mean, I wouldn't say right now, maybe, but it was some past few years. That was definitely
Yeah.
happening. You had a lot of tricks out, but whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
uh, men that were in position that who made women, you know,
And
they
then they
did it.
want to make them their
When
slaves.
they fill out,
Yeah.
they figure it don't work for them, you know. But yeah, whatever the case may be, I don't know. But yeah, it's
Hey,
still
before this
it
goes
happens every
away,
day, Melly Mel.
Elias said the younger generation lacks morals, ethics, standards, and guidance. They don't know any better, unfortunately, and it's becoming the norm. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I always say, thank goodness I have all sons because I'd have murdered a daughter with the silly things these girls are doing. And they really, just like we said, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all these reality shows, that's what they're
Yeah, it's
getting their
not really
guidance
great.
from.
It's not really great representation out there. I would say that for
Mm-mm.
the ladies,
No,
you
it's
know.
not.
But it just seems like that's just the norm. Like that's what these girls do. If you see, it's just like the norm to be kind of ratchet now, even if you're not that. You know what I mean? That's just like the norm for a lot of these young women. Not all of them though, you know. But I
Yeah.
mean, when you just look at the mainstream and what the average girl followers or whatever want to consider cool or whatever, or people that are just trying to make that lane for themselves. There's really
Yep.
strippers out there now that's trying to really get into music and hope they can make it like Cardi B. You know, that's real.
Yes.
What is
Used to be a
last
stripper
our
went used to strip to go
Y'all
pay
have
for
some
his
good
school.
girls though. That's really doing stuff. It's really girls out there that's really not lost though and not following that bullshit. Or they do. Everybody,
They get
you have
overlooked.
to just know the difference between entertainment though. And sometimes that's what gets mixed, caught in the sauce in the fog is that everybody doesn't know how to differentiate, entertainment from real life. And some people kind of take these things serious and really want to be these people, opposed to looking at it as just entertainment.
Because they think that's real life and it's not.
Right.
You know how many strippers wish that they ended up being Cardi B? She ran into the right person.
Mm.
Can we just look? I just want to take a little just one song I want to hear, and that's that Psalms 23 close with the sample by Quaple. So if you have that one, if not, can you pull it up?
Okay. Queen.
And I want everybody to listen to that. The Psalms, because
Right.
you got Psalms 23, and now you got Revelation 2020.
Yep. 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 That's true. That is true. Okay.
He's like, I wasn't ready for that, Queen.
I got you. Um. Okay. So I guess so. We're closing out. Anything else or whatever else? What are we doing?
Are we done, Queen?
Well, yeah, we're done. We just got to find out if anybody can answer any questions. And G-Lew, we'll let you choose the question to ask the followers or the people, or
Yeah. We're gonna
our
give out a
guests.
coffee
We don't
mug.
want
I
to
don't
call
have it
you
in
all
front of me.
followers. We want to call you our guest because you're in our
Yeah.
conversation in the hookah lounge. So ask our guest a question and see how well everyone was listening. So you choose the question to
Oh, we
ask.
got Henny Gold that said first time here. Salute G-Lew. Oh, thank you for showing up. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Much love, homie. Okay. So what, Queen? What'd you say?
A question to ask our guest so we can there's two questions that you can ask our guests so we can give them a conversation in the hookah lounge memoir, something
Okay.
to remember us by.
Yeah, we're gonna give out a coffee mug and a mask today. I don't have them in front of me,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I will get them sent
Okay.
to
I
you.
got a question. How many
But
do I need,
it
Queen?
has to do with our conversation today.
Right. So just one question.
We're gonna have two.
Okay. Okay. So the first question is, if you've been listening to the whole show, we got you, Melly Mel, in a minute. One of the questions or conversation I think they asked me, when did I start doing the G-Lew show? What year did I start the G-Lew show on Blog Talk Radio? So that's
So did you
one
all
right
hear that?
there.
What year did he start doing Blog Talk Radio G-Lou show? That's one of the questions to win a gift.
Okay.
So
And the
we'll see who can answer that
second
first one
question,
first.
second question is who or what inspired G-Lew to do music? Or if not the music part, what inspired him to do radio?
Okay,
Or
who or what inspired
who or
G-Lou to
what?
do music or radio?
Or radio.
That's
So
the
you can go
second
either way with
question.
it.
So if anybody knows the answer, just go ahead and write it in the comments and we'll make sure that you get a gift. In the meantime, while you're thinking about the answer, or what did Melly Mel have to say? The
Women
hood
love
post. You know the
what?
vibe.
You
Women
Women
said
love
love
what?
dating
dating.
monsters.
Ooh,
What Melly Mel say?
women
Women
love dating.
love dating monsters.
That's why I'm a single woman today because I don't know who is a mom. Who's the boogeyman out there now?
Man, and you look at some of them, Mel, and you be like, why are you with this person? I'm not gonna say no names
It's
because
just
they
kind of
might be
hard
watching
to
the
tell
show.
nowadays about who's the boogeyman and who's the monster. You got to really be in tune. You have to really have that spiritual discernment to be able to be like, oh no, you got to see the red flags before they be really turn into
Right,
that bloody
Oh,
red.
look,
right.
mommy
Yeah.
is almost in the picture.
What happened?
I was looking at the camera and I saw the top of my mom's head. That's my pillow. I was like, why is she on camera?
That part. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do we have anybody
All
that
right.
knows the answers? Nobody know the answers.
Come on, y'all. This happened last week. Y'all gotta pay attention. Stop looking at the
Yeah, you got
gorgeous G-Lew and listen to the questions.
right though. Seriously though. If we got the answers, let us know. Let us know. Let it snow. How was everybody's
Let's
Christmas this
know.
year? I know it's different this year. I don't know if
It
it's
was
like
a
the
whole
same.
different vibe. It didn't even.
Right.
I mean, it didn't even seem like this whole year. Like when we were speaking yesterday, and I was saying that nobody should really be going into 2021 without some type of insight, because
Right.
2020 definitely gave you a vision to go into 2021 with a whole different everything in life. You should have taken this 2020 and just like it came and it said boom, and it
Right.
just knocked you upside your head, knocked you off your feet, whatever the case it did. You should be going into 2021 with a whole different mindset. Your spirituality should be gamed up. It
That
should
part.
just be totally different in 2021 because see, 2020, they got us. Nobody was expecting any of this that has happened. So we did go in there with blinders on. But we're not going into 2021. Well, I'm not going into 2021 with blinders on
That
uh,
part.
at all
So
on
Yeah.
any level.
Some lessons learned.
Yes. So it's just like, your mental can be, you should have gotten your mental right, get your spiritual. So that way you can just go in here and focus. Don't bring anything from 2020 into 2021. Any characters that was out of character and they was a part of your life, dump them. You have to dump them. 2020 was the year of
Chaos,
perfect vision.
confusion, and loss.
Right.
Melly Mel said it
Melody
was the
Mel. That's
year of
exactly what I'm
perfect
saying.
vision to
Yeah.
set up for 21.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
Yes.
saying. 2020 set you up for 2021. The vision that
Yeah.
you didn't know for 2020 gave you the vision for 2021. So,
Right.
sure you're right, Melly Mel. We're on the same
Yes, indeed.
um, mindset. So,
Right. That's what's up.
yeah. So we don't have
A
anybody
professor,
yet. Okay,
the
wait a
hood
minute.
That's the
postman.
professor.
That's
Yes.
my man right there, Uncle Melly Mel,
Content
man. If
is
he hey,
king.
if he don't know it, this shit ain't known. I'm gonna
You
just say
know
that.
the vibe. You
You know
know
the
the vibe.
vibe. That's the
Yeah.
professor, man. Shout out to Cab Mac videos as well, KMV,
Yes.
King
So
Real,
I don't see any. I'm surprised.
Me
2013.
too. Cause
Okay, Elia said.
Elia. Boy, I gotta give you some.
Elia said 2013 for the
Got me.
music and radio, and your dad inspired you.
Uh-oh. She's yep.
So
Yeah.
Elia, you
All right.
won the prize.
I got you, Ellie. I'll get that in the mail Monday.
Okay. Meg said that your show started in 2012.
I said 2012, 13. though. I did at first, but it's really 13. But I feel you, Meg, but it's still you already late though. So sorry.
Because Elliot was first.
He says,
Yeah.
"Phil, you're already late."
So
Okay.
sorry, man. Melly
Okay, so
Mel.
Elia, I have your information, so we'll get you. Show what? Oh, do you have it? Oh no, you don't have it
Not
right
in
now.
front of me. Everything
We'll
is
we'll get your
still
information.
boxed.
We'll get the packages out to you. So thank you for being.
Because I am permanently back in LA,
Yeah.
California, A,
California.
City of
Real
Angels.
Mac Malone said your pops and Michael Jackson old school period.
Hmm.
G
Hmm.
Lou. That's
I,
what the
that was I feel you, Mac. I feel you.
yeah. Meg said it's all good with smiles.
I'll
That's
give,
what's
I
up.
mean,
So
Meg, I wouldn't know what to send you right now. I think
That's
everything I
what's up.
have, you have.
You got it
I
already.
gotta
are
order
Thank
there
some
you.
new
any
stuff
Letting me
for
know I'm
Meg.
up.
any
Yep.
more
Hey,
questions
man.
for G-Lew? Anyone have any more questions?
Anything else, you guys? You got me here now. This is only once in a lifetime, lady. So
Yeah,
anything you
I have
feel you want to
one.
ask me right now, you better ask me.
How many interviews have you done since you've been doing Blog Talk?
That would be hard to really on some real shit, Queen. That would be I could not answer that. I really couldn't. I know on Blog Talk Radio we have, and I would be
No, I
what's
mean
that?
like this, where people have invited you to their
Oh,
platform.
me personally. Okay,
Yes,
okay. Thank you for breaking that down, Queen. Not that many. I probably had
I know you did one with Jackie Ray.
yeah. I probably had about 10, 11,
Oh,
probably
okay,
12 maybe. You could go find. Yeah. Yeah, about up in there.
that's cool.
The real Mac Malone, I'm gonna send you something. He said, "Look at my answer. Damn it, Mac. I got you. I'm gonna send you something. DM me
Yeah, I
your
told you, Mac.
address."
I seen your answer. You was about 90%. You was in there, Mac.
He
Thank
put
you,
it
Queen
like, "Damn
Meg.
it."
Right. Like he
Queen
did it
Meg
like
said, "Great
you didn't see
show."
my
Thank you,
answer?
Queen Meg. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Thank you,
Meg.
Meg.
you being our
Alyssa's
guest.
so
You're always
I
vicious.
hope
a guest.
I
Meg is
hope
a
we
real
gave you
one.
guys.
That's a real one
She
right there.
is
That's G-Lew
Yeah.
family. You
like,
already know. She was at the gathering, so you already know
oh
that's
yeah.
family right there. Shout out to Meg
Yes.
Alyssa's.
Oh, I did have a couple more questions about. I would ask you,
Yeah.
Elliot said,
how
"Can
did you,
she share? Can she share with Meg? You can send one. Send her one of the items." Oh,
Yeah.
you're such
I,
a
you
sweetheart,
Send
Elliot.
Elliot
are.
something. Send
You know
Elliot
what?
something, please.
Oh, Elliot, I already got her. She's I'm got Elliot. I had to dig deep to find something to send Meg. I think. Let me look at my box and see if there's anything she doesn't already have. Meg it was the one that won everything in the beginning, so I have to look through my gifts and I'll call you, Meg, and see if I have something you don't have already.
Okay, you said you
Um,
had another question. What is
oh,
it?
I did. I wanted. We talked about Hank and Flossie, and you said how they joined the show. But how did you
Right.
meet Hank and Flossie? We didn't touch on how you
We
met
ain't
them.
touch on that. How I meet? Let me see. My boy Flossie. How me and Floss get out? Cause me and Floss got out first. Um, I think. You know what? Actually, we connected and kicked it was talking for a minute, but Floss, I think what initially kicked it off for us to really go into the show thing was Floss wanted to come on and talk about his thing. You know what I mean? That's when he was having his issues with Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, I
Oh,
saw those
he made his
videos.
rounds. Yeah. So he came on there that night and talked about that and all that. And then after that he came on a couple more shows and we just kind of connected on a tip where he was coming on and thought it'd be cool to do something with the Sunday Lowrider thing because we talked about that. So that's kind of how that happened. But he was on my show prior to that and we just kept, connecting some dots and it just came. And then with Hank, it was just like Hank came through Floss because Hank, that's the homie. He just be tapping in and Hank is real funny. So I just really I try to put all the whole car together. Hank is like the I would say the transmission. I won't say the engine because the engine is really all of us as one. And then you go to the different parts, but Hank is like the transmission because Hank just gets it, sometimes Hank could be, he could be a little much too. But for the most part, people love Hank for his personality. He's funny, he's a comedian. So he can get everything, get everybody laughing and in a good mood. So Hank came in and he was a perfect addition to the show. And then Queen came in was the last part. We
Yes,
had people in between just featured a lot, but Queen came in and just,
sealed it.
sealed the deal, and closed the
Yeah.
trunk. We had the trunk popped and we closed the trunk and we was out of there.
thank you,
Yep.
G-Lou.
And we ain't looked back.
Yeah, and it's like we in our comments when we put up our shows, it's always someone saying that they love our vibe as a squad. They don't say it's squad, but I say it's squad as a team, that they love our vibe, they love our get down,
Right.
and to be honest, I love being on the Sunday show with you guys because I like when we first come on and the guys just come on and they just start
Right. It'd be a
so
lot
I
of
get to,
testosterone, like I said last week. It'd be hard for Queen to kind of fit in at the beginning, but Queen is such a
oh,
Oh, we lost G.
we lost G.
Yeah. But yeah, the
Hold
addition
up.
to
I'm
you.
back.
Oh,
I'm
there
back.
he's
I'm
back.
back.
Okay, because
No, I was just saying sometimes, but Queen knows her part so well, and she's in the low key. She's older than everybody on the show, so she's the real triple OG on the show. So she knows how to just kick back and let that testosterone flow and let everybody get theirs off first and all that. And then she right there because Queen is
Then
gonna
I
always
bring the
be right
estrogen in.
there, all the way in there with the middle, the announcements to the end. So she just knows how to do what she does. That's why she's the queen.
Thank
oh,
you,
It's
G-Lew.
chestnut checkers.
exactly.
Thank you. Look, Melly Mel said he cannot wait to come to the show. He's
Yeah,
looking
when do you
forward.
I thought Melly Mel was coming
Melly
on.
Yes,
Mel is
What's
gonna
up, Melly?
Melly Mel is gonna be here February the 13th is when Melly
Okay.
Mel is coming to the show.
Okay.
because I already have the
Man, the
pictures.
hood post. We got the hood postman coming with a special delivery. The
Yes, a
hood
day
postman,
before
y'all.
Valentine's Day. He requested to
That's
come
right.
February the
Yeah,
13th.
because
So
he's the
there's the
real one.
reason.
You want to talk
Yeah,
about relationships and all this type of shit? That's the real one right there, Melly Mel. Look at how Melly Mel still got the 360 in his hair, and he got like 15 kids. Melly Mel been doing that shit since the 70s, and he's still out here. Melly Mel said he's here for your service. Don't get nervous.
yeah.
The hood postman.
And he said
Like,
great
Love you,
vibe,
big bro.
guys.
I'm
He
just
said
talking
great
shit.
vibe we have. So
Love you,
thank
homie.
you, King Melly Mel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you
Yes,
tuning
sir.
in.
Yes, sir.
yes.
All that.
Yes, we appreciate all our guests coming and hanging out with us in the hookah lounge, and
Thank you.
yes,
Didi always has her hookah. One day you guys are gonna see it. It won't be so far out to the side. It's so cute too.
That
I'm
part.
scared to inhale, you guys, so I haven't lit mine up yet.
You don't have to inhale, and I keep telling you it's
Yeah,
not
you don't have to
tobacco, but
Artificial. It'll remind me when I first started smoking super cool long cigarettes where I wasn't really inhaling, I was just hitting it just to be cool, sitting out in the senior
Them
square up at
cool,
Centennial High with the little
Yeah.
squad. I'm sitting in the senior square ditching, and we all got super cools, and then we'll have
Super
our
cool,
Pepsi
no
cans
doubt.
full of we'll pour out the Pepsi and put some beer in there because when nobody buys no hard liquor, but they'll get us some beer. So that's what we used to do in the senior square at Centennial. Oh my God, naughty, naughty, naughty. Um,
9 kids,
Melly
5
Mel
boys,
said
3
8
girls. See Melly
kids,
Mel.
5 boys and
Melly
3 girls.
Mel.
you go,
Melly
Melly Mel.
Mel.
Hell.
The real hood
And
postman
did you
right
know what
there,
he just
man. The
said?
professor.
From one
The
Man,
relationship.
professor.
See, that's the kind of guy. From one
one
relationship.
relationship.
And Melly Mel, I got
The
3 kids too from
professor.
one relationship, but you got more than me. See,
The
that's
I got
professor,
4
man.
from one relationship.
Much respect, Melly Mel. The
Yeah.
utmost respect, big homie.
yeah, yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up. I love men like that. I love that.
Melly Mel, the realest you could
Find that
get.
song, G.
Oh, I did, Queen. Oh, my bad, Queen. I have that for you on deck.
Yeah. And before you click her song in, it's coming. I love that song that you did with that was with Hank, right?
Oh, something about the way.
Talking about the way.
Something. Yes, I love that song. But go ahead and play that song for Queen.
Okay, I got you though. All right.
I think my charcoal is gone.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. That rod and that staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil, so my
All right. We had issues. I think we're good now. My bad, Queen.
Well, you could just sing it to us.
There you go, Queen.
Freestyle it.
soul runneth over. Surely
I love that song by Guaple.
Closer to my dream. Yeah, me too. That's why when I heard the
goodness
song,
and
it was
mercy shall
like
follow me
I
all
always
the
want to
days
do
of my
something to
life,
that.
and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Waking up in the morning from another day's stress from the pressure. But gotta thank the Lord that I'm blessed. Grab my keys off the dresser, iron my clothes, punch the clock, cause a day of work I got a full load. Looking at my life, cause the time goes by so fast. Nowadays, any day can be your last. Drink another glass of the hen, getting drunk by myself, reminiscing about my friends. Think about the ones I lost to jealousy and sin, the ones that hate on me cause I'm born again. I would never lose, I swear to God I'ma win. Wash my hands with the past cause it's 2010. Gotta give a shout out to my loved ones and kin. My mother, my brother, my daughter, and my girlfriend. I love y'all, and through it all we gon' make it. So on my 8th album you about to witness greatness. Paint a perfect picture only for the chosen few, cause only a few can see the pain I go through. G-Lew. In my old school vibing, old school riding, out to the Isley, drifting on another memory. 2010 going in for the 21st century. Will I go to heaven in the end? It's a mystery. Only God knows why being in my history. I ain't got friends, only niggas that pretend to be. Niggas suspect, so I look at them suspiciously. 89 original, some niggas know I'm 20 deep. Started as a BG, moved to an OG. Made it to my 30s, hope I live to see 40. Cause every day I'm trying to live better than the old me. Niggas don't know me, they just so phony. Matter of fact, half of y'all niggas still owe me. Niggas looking at me like I owe them something. Standing with their hand out, mouth out, poking. Niggas won't work, so there ain't no opening. So they just hustle in the hood, selling dope. And sit around the house all day just smoking. Brain on drugs, ex-weed and coking. Nigga, I'm hoping that y'all can make it out, cause we in the last days, it's a 3-year drought. It ain't no more work, all you niggas sold out. Told on your best friend, now he never getting out. Shout out to the homies in the pen doing life, and the rest in the grave cause they couldn't get it right. Now they couldn't get it right. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should fear no man, no evil, I stay blessed. I'm the best of the worst, the gift is a curse, so I guess I'm the last one left. I'm the last one left, 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 I'm the last one left. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I should fear no man, no evil, I stay blessed. I'm the best of the worst, the gift is a curse, so I guess I'm the last one left. I'm the last one left.
We guiding walk beside me, teach me all the things that I must not learn. Guide me, walk beside me.
Okay.
You're feeling that?
Say what?
You're feeling that?
They feeling that?
Yes.
Okay.
The beat is dope, says Elia, and Professor Melly Mel said that's fire. And then Vito said dope interview.
Thank you. Hey,
Thank you, much
Cornell
love.
said, which one interview touched you the most?
Oh, wow. That's another one that's hard to answer because I had like quite a few that really touched me, you know what I mean? Even recently. So it's hard to I think that's hard to answer, man, because that's real hard.
Yeah, we've been having some pretty great guests. We were supposed to have Ecstasy on the show.
Yeah,
Rest in
man,
peace
just
to
passed away.
Ecstasy. We were supposed to have him on as well. I think
Yeah.
Jeff was in the process of making that happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to BTP Media too,
Yep.
Yes.
as well. Jeff Kwan.
Yep. Yep. Shout out to Jeff.
He makes it all
Thank
happen
you,
for
man.
us as well. So shout out to him
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Shout out to Jeff.
Um,
Definitely. Shout out to my
Meg is
daughter,
saying,
D's
yeah,
Religion.
Reading
She just had
Revelations
a birthday.
2020.
Love you, D. I just want to give a shout out to my daughter. Happy
Daughter, yeah.
birthday. But
Yes.
thank
Born
you,
day.
Meg. Revelations. Yes, Meg Revelations. My daughter said she liked the album too. So thank you,
That's
D.
cool.
Revelations 2020 out everywhere right now. If you don't got it,
Go get it.
yeah, go get it.
Yeah.
Like,
It ain't that hard.
Yeah. Play one of those cuts too. Have you done any music with
Who?
Chago Williams out of Long Beach? Is that who he's saying?
Who?
Chago Williams out of Long Beach. Have you
They
even heard
go.
of Chago
Hold
Williams?
on, let me look at the com. I'm not looking at the comments. Let me see. With Shago Williams out Long Beach. No, I haven't. I have not. Shago, I think he's
He said
pronouncing
no,
it
he
wrong.
hasn't. B
No, I
Tomac.
haven't though. No, 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 no. But I'm open to it. I'm open to it. Open to everything.
So to our producer,
Yes.
King G-Lew,
What's
the
up? What's
man,
up, Queen?
many
Chi
accolades.
Lulu.
We thank you for a great conversation. Did you enjoy the conversation with us?
Yes, I did. It was great. Really enjoyed myself for real.
Aw.
Yeah.
RG
And
Lulu, the
It
man,
was
the
a way
one,
to
the only.
end the year for conversations in the hookah lounge. And stay tuned for next month. We have My Tribe Rise. We have, I don't know if anybody ever
ooh,
heard
yeah, I
of
can't wait for that one.
Luther. They call him Big Boo. And he also does a lot of um, helping the homeless. So we have him on the second. We have My Tribe Rise. And then we have Cynthia Nunn
Ooh,
also. And who else do we have, Didi?
okay. We got
My son
Scent
took
coming
my
back.
phone. All the
We got
everyone's on
Scent coming
the
back.
Yes, Cynthia's coming back,
Well,
but
this
it's
the
a whole
first
different
time on.
atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah. This is our first time on the hookah lounge.
with
Yeah,
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 us.
yeah,
we
Yes.
yeah, for
did
sure.
the podcast with her, but
Right, right.
things have
I can't.
other
That
things
should
have
be good.
happened since then.
Right.
So
Can't wait for that.
Oh, we have
yeah.
Hope Lynette coming. Who else is coming? We have. I think the calendar is almost full.
Yeah, so we also want to extend to our guests who comes on and sit up in the hookah lounge with us. If you have or know of anyone that's doing anything good for the community or for your community, just let us know and we'll see. We'll make contact with them and see about bringing them on the show.
Yeah, we
Um,
all always let you guys know anyone that you want to see, interested in bringing on. Let us know because we'll make contact. You can give us, you can make contact. Let us know because we're here for you. We try to provide you with interesting conversations. So,
yes, and, if you have any requests, like
Much
you want to
respect,
give a
Melly
birthday
Mel.
shout out to anyone, a loved one, a boo, a homie, let us know and we'll give that shout out for you as well on the show. So
hey,
have a
Quill.
good one, everyone. Stay blessed.
Thank you,
Cardio
Quill.
time.
Polo the
Another
Cholo.
Polo said it's cardio time. You're inspiring them, G Lou. Look.
Yeah. Come on,
Look
let's
at
get
you,
it. Let's
G-Lu.
get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I just got it in the day. This shit don't stop. It's hard for me because I've been on vacation all this week, so I've been hella like lazy. But the marathon continues. In the words of the great Nipsey Hussle, we're gonna continue to push. We're gonna continue to get out there and vote if you can vote because we got a big
Oh, you do.
election coming up. So if you can and you can participate, do it. Also just 2021 is coming up. So look forward to, I know everybody has New Year's resolutions, all of that shit is cool, but just try to be really, really better in 21, man. We learned from 20 what's going on right now. So apply that shit, apply that same energy that you put all that bullshit into 2021 and becoming a better person and a better person for somebody to look up to or just respect in general. Leave something here for your people to remember that's positive rather than negative. I would just say that 2021, let's get it, man. Let's do it because the shit needs to be done. Conversation in the hookah lounge, Queen Didi, Queen
Wait a
Jean.
minute.
I appreciate the love. I love y'all. What's happening?
Millie Mill said, shout out to my boos in the hookah lounge.
Oh, thank
She also
you.
said conversation in the hookah lounge, super dope content. Y'all know the vibe. Thank you, Millie Mill. That means a lot
Yeah,
coming from you,
it
uh,
really does. It
Millie
really
Melly
Mill.
does.
Mel.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And
Yeah. And
as we
before we
said,
sign out tonight, Queen, I'm sorry. We want to thank G. I mean, you are our last show for tonight, but you took a chance on both me and Queen, and we really appreciate you for that. I just
oh
want to throw
yeah,
that out.
for
I
being the
appreciate you guys.
producer of
I
conversation in
appreciate
the
you all, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you all. Love only comes 3 times in a lifetime. So I caught it twice with you two queens, my angels, like you guys say. So man, I love you guys. Thank you for
we
making
love
me
you
better.
too. And thank you, Kaneho.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elia. And
Thank
thank
you
you, Greg.
guys.
Peace and love to everyone that came to be a
Yes.
guest on the show, kicking it in the hookah lounge. And
Oh yes.
we'll see you guys next Saturday.
Yep.
That
And
part.
we'll
And
see
so
you
that
guys tomorrow because
OG
G,
Sundays
yeah.
rated #1
yeah,
Sunday night. We
this
in
our last
traffic
show
like days and
um,
graphics.
for the end of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
down. It's going down. Make sure you tune
Yeah,
in tomorrow night. OG Sundays #1 show on the G-Lew Show,
my
BlogTalk
favorite show.
Radio. Queen Jean, G-Lew, Floss the Boss, Hank Norman from Long Beach. Man, it's a great show. Just tune in. Melly Mel, I think
Sunday
I'm gonna
night.
get at Melly Mel. I need Melly Mel to pop up tomorrow. Melly Mel, let's take that ride, homie. Polo, much love, homie.
Thank
Conejo,
you, boy.
everybody. See you tomorrow night right here too.
My boy,
We going live.
Cornejo.
Cornet, they call you Cornejo. Shout out to my boy Conejo. We are
Cornejo.
live tomorrow night after our Sunday night.
Yes.
Oldies rule forever.
Forever.
And if you
Blessings to
don't
the
know, now you
game.
know. Love
Sunday
y'all,
night.
man.
Sunday
Love
night.
y'all.
Sunday
Sunday
night.
night. Love y'all.
Peace and
Thank
love.
you guys. Peace, love,
Yeah.
and happiness. Hair grease, something.
That part. We out of here. No, they not ready.